I get a lot of questions about opportunity zones, buying properties or investing in opportunity zones. And correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding of opportunity zones is they really don't do much for us mere mortal investors looking to buy a single family or a fourplex or even a small apartment building because you have to double the basis. So basically, minus land value, you have to double you have to spend as much as you paid for it in improvements, and for most properties that's just not feasible, and so there's really no tax advantage whatsoever in an opportunity zone to sort of your normal mom and pop investor buying small apartment buildings or anything from 1 to 15 units. Is that kind of your thoughts as well, or do you have any feedback, or have you seen any strategies there that make that useful?
Sure. So I think there's a lot of misconceptions surrounding opportunity zones. I think that, so you're absolutely right that you have to what's called substantially improve the property. And essentially what that means, like you said, is that you have to double the building's basis. So I'll keep it super simple and just do a single family home that's worth $100,000 that you paid $100,000 for. So the building value in a case like that is typically about 80% of the purchase price. Of course, that does vary based on where you're located, but so we'll call it $80,000 to actually buy the home, the actual structure. So then you would have to spend $80,000 in renovating the house for you to even qualify, to have that property qualify as opportunity zone property. So you really need to have a strategy that is going to be able to identify and acquire and renovate really rundown properties for this to work. Where I've seen it work, and I think it takes, again, a really complex business model, are like completely vacant, large multifamily buildings. So like I've seen like a 40-unit building that literally was boarded up. Something like that might make sense because you could spend a ton of money, of course, fixing that up and renovating that. Another common misconception about opportunity zones is that kind of all the capital gains tax just goes away. So if you have a large gain from a stock portfolio or something like that, maybe it's crypto with kind of all the crazy things going on now. It's helpful in the sense that it defers your tax until 2026, but it's not just going to go away forever. So to kind of keep things short and concise, opportunity zones make sense for a very select group of people. It's the ones that I think have a really large amount of gain, but they also have a business model to implement a strategy that they're really finding a really rundown property.